This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity.
Well, the fans are going mad here. They think that was a penalty.
Oh, blocked it! And they could face difficulties here. Another block. Over the byline, hence a goal kick. Foden. Walker. Cutting infield here. But nothing comes of it. Possession lost, intercepted. Well, just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages here. Well, he had a decent reading of that ball in. And there it is, the half-time whistle. Well, a highly fruitful first 45 from the point of view of Mo Salah. And Stuart, I know he caught your eye.
Yes, Derek, he was a real nuisance in the first half. Scored his goal, mate.
Into the second half then, and these two sides are locked together. Just can't really choose between them at the moment. Well, he stopped them just when they looked menacing. Walker failed to hold it. And he's clear as lines. Henderson. Possession lost by Liverpool. Great ball from Raheem Sterling. And he's made it a brace for himself. The defender's just unable to stay with him. And he's having a field day. So underway once more. Manchester City with the advantage. Incision with the pass from Kevin De Bruyne. Just unable to take advantage of that developing situation. Bernardo Silva has given it straight to the opposition. Bodies forward and the break looks on. Till they have the guile to open up the defence. Jota. Not a promising looking attack, but comes to nothing in the end. And showing fine vision. Mahrez. And a touch off the defender last of all, so a corner. And the danger is still there. And in the end, no damage done.
Well, it's amazing how fans can be so blinkered with their views. They're going mad here.
30 minutes to go then. And he's through here. The importance of that tackle cannot be overstated. Robertson. Well, he's thwarted him almost effortlessly. Good work to win it back high up the pitch. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Jota. Being pressed hard. Foden. Can he take the chance? And he read that brilliantly at the back. Dangerous looking through ball. And Mohamed Salah now. Foden has a go. Well, wide by spread. Almost had it where he wanted it. Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game. And a decent position for Liverpool. Well, it could be on for him here. It's gone in beyond the goalkeeper. And Liverpool are level.
Well, let's look at this again. To pick out this pass shows wonderful vision. It's inch perfect, and his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head. Smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
Oh dear, the goal was at his mercy. Tame effort. Well, not giving him any breathing room. Given away by City. They've got it now, what can they do? Mahrez. And return to Sterling. Determined defending. Can they forge ahead? Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. Jota. Well, let's see if something comes of this. Bernardo Silva in a productive position potentially. What an important save given the scoreline.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Derek. That's a big save so late in the game. He's just saved his team there.
Substitution time it is here. Rodri. Not too fussy in clearing his lines.
Well, the fans are making so much noise here. They believe the winner's coming, but it needs a moment of inspiration for one of those players out on the pitch. What a finale we've got.
Well, able to close down the shot. The high press was very much on. And the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. Can they keep it going? Tension building, still level. All in all, a broken counter-attack. Well, really intense pressure applied. Really vital interception here. Salah. Well, so late in the proceedings, Liverpool know they've got to make this count.
Substitution for Liverpool. Coming off the pitch.
So the corner played into the box. Well, a powerful effort, but not threatening the goalkeeper, and he'll be disappointed. Henderson. Oxlade-Chamberlain. And he did so well to move across and deal with the danger. Who can they pick out? And the ball is loose. Well, he stumped it out of there without much fuss. Two London sides from different parts of this great capital. And when they meet, it's very difficult not to keep your eyes focused on what's going on. Arsenal against Chelsea coming up next live on EA TV. Arsenal and Chelsea, who took part in the very first Football League First Division match between two London clubs. That was back in 1907 in front of 65,000. They're about to meet here at the Emirates. I'm Derek Ray on the gantry and Stuart Robson is next to me. Stuart, this ought to be special.
Well, it should be, Derek. It's a rivalry that's really grown in recent times, but one that has provided some excellent games. Let's hope it doesn't disappoint today.
Crossed accurately towards the far post. And so the starting 11 for Arsenal. Aaron Ramsdale is the goalkeeper.
Quick moment here, Derek.
And that is defending of the highest order. Tomiyasu. Possession lost, intercepted. Chilwell. Wonderfully weighted pass. And that puts them in position. Martinelli. And Chelsea regaining possession. James. This is Thiago Silva. Mount. Ziyech. High quality defending. Great pressure to win the ball back. Tomiyasu. Can he find someone at the far post? Well, still an issue here.
That's Phil Jones. That's Phil Jones. Please come.
Really good reading of the game to win possession back. Havertz. Oh, they've lost it. Gabriel. Ben White. Tierney. And it's a quality pass. And a textbook interception. Kai Havertz. And Mount. Still passing it around with authority. Must take the lead here. And they have. You've got to say, it has been coming.
Well, let's look at this again. He's done superbly well to pick out a teammate here, while the movement in the box is equal to it. It's such good timing. What a goal.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Arsenal move it forward with purpose and control. Superb block. No, high quality defending. And a throw in forthcoming. Bukayo Saka. Partey. Wonderful diving save to deny the opportunity. Can he deliver it with accuracy? Well, that was never likely to trouble the keeper. Throw into Arsenal coming up. Nicolas Pepe. Well, possibilities inside the box. Martin Ødegaard. Superb block.
Well, it's been quite clear that Chelsea have been second best in terms of possession, but their attacking play has been really incisive. It's been a really good display from them so far.
Martin Ødegaard. It might be on for them. Well, that's gone out, and it is going to be a goal kick. Well, almost at half-time, and Arsenal still trailing here. Work to do, I think it's fair to say. Stuart, your thoughts?
Well, I've been a little disappointed with their attacking play. It's all been a bit too slow. If they can pass it into their front areas with more quality, switch play quicker, and be more positive in 1v1 situations, I think they'll get back into this.
Oh, a superb save!
Well, these fans have had to be patient. Could this be the equaliser?
Well, it still could be dangerous. Well, I think the threat has been averted. Mount. Opportunity. Trying to lob the keeper. Oh, we have just witnessed a special moment. Pure quality.
Goal for Chelsea.
Well, a second goal for them here.
Mason Mount.
Promising sequence. Very good reading of the game to win possession back. And Chelsea looking dangerous. Timo Werner! Well, the keeper did his job. Didn't really have to work hard, in all honesty. Element of risk there, but he's won the ball. Well, the stoppage time situation, 1 minute here. Getting in there to intercept. Werner. And so it is, the first half score. So back in business here, and Chelsea dominating the proceedings in the first half of this game. Will we see a similar pattern in the second 45? Mateo Kovacic. Tomiyasu. Thomas now. Nicolas Pepe. Bukayo Saka. On to Pepe. The referee spotted the infringement, and it will be a free kick in a position of genuine menace. Oh, just wide of the mark. Goal kick.
Well, that never looked like troubling the keeper, did it? But it was worth an effort, a good strike from him.
And he read it superbly. Havertz. Takes the shot. Spectacular save. Top-class goalkeeping. But he's gone short with it. Can he finish here? Shot blocked, but still alive. How about the cross? Werner. Mateo Kovacic in the centre. Well, it was a decent attempt.
Well, that deserved a goal. It's a great cross. He found that bit of space in the box, and it's a good header.
Granit Xhaka. Martinelli. An encouraging Arsenal move. Well, not the greatest pass, easily intercepted. And providing width. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. And that will be the goalkeeper's ball. Applying vigorous pressure. Oh, a tremendous block. Well, they've won possession back. What can they do from here? A meaty but fair challenge, and it will be a throw-in. Conte. Mount. And just over the bar, albeit narrowly.
For Chelsea, coming off the pitch, number 8, Mateo Kovacic. Coming onto the pitch, number 5, Jorginho.
Tomiyasu. Well, he's given us away. Timo Werner. Opportunity! And the keeper getting across to stop it. Playing it in. Still not clear. Can they put it away? Oh, it comes to nothing in the end. Really should have made more of that.
Well, you won't see too many better saves than that. It was just brilliant.
Nicolas Pepe. Good use of the ball, but can they trouble the defence? "20 minutes remaining. They've got it now, what can they do? Havertz. Can he do it? In it goes! The lead just gets bigger. Surely they can't let this slip now. Well, the ball is moving again, and there's no getting away from it. Chelsea are really in the mood here. It might be. Oh, really sound goalkeeping.
Well, that's such a good save, isn't it? How did he keep that one out?
Can he deliver it with accuracy? Well, they haven't overcome all the difficulties. Counter-attacking, very much an option. Chances on. Going for the dink. And a really fine piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I'm not sure that was the right decision. Easy save in the end.
Nicolas Pepe. Kieran Tierney. Pepe. Martinelli. Well, putting it wide from there. A pity, really. Well, nearing the end of the game, and Arsenal a big disappointment, really, you've got to say.
Well, where do I start? They've been totally outplayed in all areas of the pitch, but it's their defending that's really been poor today. No structure, too open, not enough desire, and a lack of urgency. This is a worrying performance.
A chance maybe from the wide position, and there's the feed into the box. Giving the ball to the opposition that time. Well, it still could be dangerous. Werner. It is now with Jorginho. A goal! And I'll tell you what, on this sort of form, very few would lay a glove on them. Well, as they restart the game, it's fair to say the gulf in quality between the two sides has been huge. Beautifully disguised ball. A disappointing end to the move. Granit Xhaka. Martinelli. Physically strong and secure on the ball. Jorginho. Shot attempted. Oh, there it is! It's one goal after another, and it speaks to the quality of their performance. Oh, my goodness, it's so one-sided. 5-0 in this match. Tierney. And the referee has decided to add on 3 additional minutes. Excellent challenge. And not testing the keeper at all with that effort. Not the pass he had in mind. So the final whistle now, and disappointment. And a warm welcome. We're at the King Power. Stadium in the East Midlands for this one. I'm Derek Ray, and keeping me company in the commentary box today is, of course, Stuart Robson. And every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. It's Leicester City versus Barcelona.
Thanks, Derek. Well, often we talk about the tactics, the individual players that are missing, but so often it's the mentality.
Can he finish this? And thwarting his opponent in the nick of time. Well, here's how Leicester City will line up. Kasper Schmeichel begins in goal. Youri Tielemans plays alongside Wilfred Ndidi in the engine room. And the idea is to have just the one striker up there trying to pose problems for the opposition. Well, this is what we think for Barcelona. Marc-Andre ter Stegen starts in goal. Ousmane Dembele starts with Memphis out wide. And the main threat in attack today should be Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
Oh, big chance here, Derek.
Closing down well. In it goes! That will do nicely for starters. First goal of the game.
Well, here it is again. The through ball is absolutely inch perfect. And the movement is good, making for a comfortable finish. It's a really great goal.
So the match has restarted. 1-0 here. Piqué. Sergio Busquets. And moving the ball nicely. He's beaten his man. And will it be the leveller? Frantic action from one end to the other. They weren't ahead for long. And this match is level again.
Goal for FC
So a level
Barcelona.
contest. 1-1.
Ousmane Dembele.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. Now can they make something happen? The keeper diving magnificently to make sure he got there. Who can he pick out? Well, he couldn't quite keep it down. Bad pass. So following the deflection, a corner kick coming up here.
Is waiting for you.
Trying to pick out a teammate. The clearance wasn't decisive. De Jong putting his body on the line. A good and fair challenge. Great block again. Aubameyang. Lookman. Now Ricardo Pereira has it. Barcelona free kick. It'll be here. Oh, skipping away. Well, danger averted thanks to his teammate. Daka. Opportunity to take the lead. Fantastic work to thwart the danger. De Jong. Dembele. Well, that's gone out, and it is going to be a goal kick. And snuffing out the danger. He's taken on his opponent here. Advantage, well, that's a foul, and it sets up a free kick in a dangerous position. And holding on to that free kick, no easy feat. It did look on for them, but not to be. Pedri. And Aubameyang in control of the ball in that advanced position. Well, the pass not finding its target. Splendid tackle and a throw-in coming up. Difficult to stop him. Well, not a great ball played in. Barnes. Daka. Offside, a tight one. Jordi Alba. And Depay on the ball. Well, they keep working away, looking for an opening. And struggling to get the shot off. Oh yes, a goal! Exactly what they were looking for, and he's come up with it.
Well, here's the replay. He's got such quick feet, hasn't he? Just look how he goes past his marker to get his shot away. That's a really good goal.
So back underway at 2-1. Tight contest here. I must say this looks promising. De Jong. Well, just centimetres over the bar with that powerful shot. Tielemans. James Maddison. Lookman. Promising sequence. Not what he was intending. Bad pass. Well, he stopped them just when they looked menacing. And the fourth official confirming that we'll have one additional minute. De Jong. Aubameyang. And using his body to good effect. Chance to finish. Making sure nothing untoward happened. Superb tackle. That is that for... Into the second half then, and Barcelona hold the advantage, but a long way from being settled. A free kick decision goes the way of Barcelona. Well, a really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. And the keeper flings himself at the ball. And there's the delivery. The clearance wasn't decisive. And they can't quite take advantage in the end. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, a formidable striker, no two ways about that. And delivering here, Stuart.
Well, it was certainly a good first 45 minutes for the lad. Obviously he got his goal to put them in front, but he's looked lively throughout too. Hopefully we see more of him in the second half.
James Maddison. Oh, could be. Oh, did so well to deny him.
Well, these fans have had to be patient. Could this be the equaliser?
Well, he failed to get it away properly. And back with Thomas. Barnes. Well, Barca have the ball once more. Top-class defending. Well, we have 30 minutes to go. Good pressure to win the ball back. Now, let's see what they can do here. But nothing comes of it. Good defending it was. Depay. Well, this could pose problems for the defenders. Oh, and that is an audacious chip. Well, he might smile. The goalkeeper has no interest in smiling. So on with the action, and 3-1 the scoreline at the moment. James Maddison, a real opening now. Ter Stegen with a great save.
Well, that was a magnificent save. Just how did he keep that out? That's incredible.
Could reduce the deficit. Well, the only way to say it is he got it all horribly wrong, Stuart.
Well, he has to make the keeper work harder than that. That's a tame finish.
Into the final 20 minutes. Leicester couldn't hang on to it. Pedri. Oh, breezing past him. Can he do it? No way through. Spot on with that tackle. Leicester moving the ball with purpose. And they could get one back here. Magnificent from Marc-Andre ter Stegen. As clean as a whistle, that challenge. Sergio Busquets. Piqué. Now Jordi Alba. Leicester doing well to win back possession. This attack looks highly promising. Well, clearly in the mood to make it a double, but fine goalkeeping.
Well, he's playing really well today. That was another decent attempt.
Playing it in. So a personnel change then. Tielemans. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And the ball's gone. Well, he's thwarted him almost effortlessly. Sergio Busquets. Aubameyang. He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. Oh, it might be. And he's fired it against the post. Well, they can't quite take advantage in the end. And that's sound goalkeeping to hang on to the shot like that. Tielemans. Well, he might be onto something. Very alert defending to cut off the supply. Depay. Depay. Outdoing his opponent. And a body in the way. Aubameyang. Gets in the way once more. On the last touch off the defender, so a corner coming up. There it is! Victory more or less guaranteed now. And the final whistle has sounded. The end of the game here, a win for Barcelona. Their fans are going to be happy about that.
You're absolutely right, Derek. Their attacking play was excellent, full of energy and pace, and the midfield...
Hello and welcome to one of the most recognisable venues in world football, the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu here in Madrid. I'm Derek Ray, ready to bring you match commentary, and alongside me is Stuart Robson. And this has all the makings of a highly engrossing match. It's Real Madrid up against Bayern Munich.
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire? It should be a cracking game, though.
Benzema seducing with his passing. Just unable to take advantage of that developing situation. And let's dissect the Real Madrid side. Thibaut Courtois is in goal. Carvajal starts with Ferland Mendy in the fullback positions. Casemiro plays with Luka Modric in central midfield. And in attack, Eden Hazard starts alongside Karim Benzema. And the flag does go up. Must have been close. Well, here is the Bayern side. Manuel Neuer begins in goal. Dayo Upamecano plays alongside Niklas Süle at the back. Leroy Sané plays with Kingsley Coman out wide. And leading the line today, Robert Lewandowski. Well, you know, I think we should always have respect for true. Joshua Kimmich with the corner. No trouble at all as far as the keeper was concerned. Coman, he failed to hold it. Oh, good play this. Thomas Müller. Real Madrid have given it away. Well, that's not textbook defending. Joshua Kimmich. He might be able to make it through. Oh, masterful defending to prevent what looked like a certain goal. That's a good-looking run from Eden Hazard. Well, a top-notch piece of defensive judgment. Casemiro. Now with Benzema. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. So a throw in here. Vinicius Junior. Well, the ball lost here. Kimmich. Well, not the pass he had in mind. Defensive efficiency personified. Müller. This is Robert Lewandowski. Coman. Must take the lead here. And they have. You've got to say, it has been coming. So the match is restarted, 1-0 here. Coman. Well, it wasn't quite the quality of shot that we were all anticipating. Modric. And take it away. Lovely ball over the top. In it goes! But it will not stand. Offside, Stuart.
Well, it looked close, didn't it? He certainly thought so. He's making that clear to the linesman now.
David Alaba. Mendy has it. Eden Hazard. Benzema. And an astute piece of defending. Lewandowski. Well, not cleared away completely. And in the end, no damage done. Eden Hazard. Mendy. Valverde. Casemiro. Federico Valverde. On to Benzema. Well, they keep working away, looking for an opening. Well, sadly, they just couldn't keep possession. Alphonso Davies. The ball back with Real now. Pavard. And Kimmich. Would have been a foul, but instead, advantage Bayern. And the first half is in the history books here at the Bernabeu. So back in business, underway again. Bayern with the advantage, but certainly no room for complacency. Good looking ball, there could be a chance now. Oh, a vital piece of last-ditch defending. They're trying to get right into his face. Mendy. And back to the keeper. Well, high marks go to Kingsley Coman for what he put into the first half. What did you think of what you saw from him?
Well, it was certainly a good first 45 minutes for the lad. Obviously, he got his goal to put them in front, but he's looked lively throughout too. Hopefully, we see more of him in the second half.
There to take it away. Vinicius Junior. Now potential danger. And the cross didn't beat the first man. Well, just couldn't keep the ball. Lewandowski. Perfect challenge.
Well, as you can see, Real Madrid have controlled the possession, but their attacking play hasn't been good enough so far. There's been too many safe passes and no real penetration. They certainly need to up the tempo if they're going to get back into this one.
Coman. This is Müller. Müller distributing magnificently. And a big moment because the referee has pointed to the spot. Penalty coming up. Well, no card handed out, but quite a few upset players out there, Stuart.
Well, he's made a genuine attempt to play the ball, so penalty yes, yellow card no.
My goodness, he's got that one horribly wrong.
Well, you could tell, he wasn't confident, was he?
Casemiro is with Vinicius Junior. Federico Valverde. Casemiro. That's how to rob them of possession. Coman. Making progress. But they took care of the situation defensively.
Llamada para Alfonso Agulló. Tu hijo Alfonso te espera en recepción.
Vinicius Junior.
Repetimos. Alfonso Agulló.
Mendy.
Te espera en recepción.
Well, a classic example of how to intercept. Well-timed tackle. Benzema. Wonderful tackle. "20 minutes remaining. Delightful pass. Oh, really close, just failed to keep his attempt down.
En Madrid.
Well, Real Madrid are going to make the change now.
Con el 14, Casemiro. Le sustituirá con el 8, Kroos.
Carvajal.
Ahí está un cambio en el Bayern de Múnich.
Here is Marco Asensio.
Con el 11, Coman.
Vinicius Junior.
En su lugar, con el 7.
Well, a bad pass it was. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. And he's in. Well, the defending not the best. And a goal it is. The keeper really not part of the equation.
Well, here it is again. It's an easy finish.
Good work from Bayern to make sure possession changed hands. Oh, great vision. He had to react, and did. Well, the referee deciding to let the play flow, but now it will be a booking, Stuart.
Well, as soon as the ball went dead, he was always going to book him, and he's absolutely...
Well, really meat and drink to the keeper under the circumstances. You can't really tackle like that and expect to get away with it. Booking to come, you would think. But it is a caution, and quite frankly, he can't really quibble.
No, it's been coming, hasn't it? He's got to be...
Really sound goalkeeping.
Well, that had to be a goal, didn't it? What a stop that is.
Substitution for Real Madrid. No trouble at all as far as the keeper was concerned. And now, passing it through. My goodness, the importance of getting there was not lost on the keeper. Benzema. Marco Asensio. Benzema. Benzema! Oh, magnificent from the keeper. Fantastic stop. Effective challenge. Just 1 minute of stoppage time, say the officials. Vital intervention. Not away completely. Asensio. Now with Benzema. Constantly thwarted. A very effective challenge put in. And so the contest comes to a close, and it's Bayern Munich who win this game. 3 points for them. What did you make of it all?
Yes, Derek, fairly comfortable in the end, wasn't it? Thought they controlled the middle of the park for the most part, and going forward, there were some really nice, incisive plays as well. Good result for them.
Well, plenty to like about what Robert Lewandowski produced in this game. Interested to get your thoughts, as always.
Well, certainly a solid performance and a very good goal, but he'd be slightly annoyed he missed the penalty. It was a great result overall, though.
It's a fine piece of attacking play from Lewandowski. A really exciting night ahead of us here at the Santiago Bernabeu. In Madrid. My name is Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and sitting next to me, ready to give you all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. It's Real Madrid up against Bayern Munich.
Well, Derek, when looking forward to this game, you can't help but notice there are some great matchups all over the pitch, particularly in those central areas. Whichever team wins more of those battles will win the game.
In search of space, splendid defending, and it needed to be. Defensive efficiency personified. And the starting players for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois is the keeper of choice. Carvajal starts with Ferland Mendy in the fullback positions. Toni Kroos plays with Casemiro in the centre of the pitch. And the main goal-scoring threat provided today by Karim Benzema. Sané. And players waiting in the centre. And he's clear as lines. Coman. Extremely sloppy in possession. Well, here is the Bayern side. Manuel Neuer begins in goal. Niklas Süle starts alongside Lucas Hernandez in central defence. Leroy Sané plays with Kingsley Coman in the wide positions. Well, it didn't worry the keeper. Toni Kroos. Chance to do damage. Benzema. Kroos. A very effective challenge put in. Pavard. Well, nicely cut out. Now what can they do with the ball? Pass could do damage. And the goalkeeper covered a lot of ground to push that away from danger. A delicious piece of skill. Robbed them. Coman. And the ball with Alphonso Davies. And take it away. Modric. Good looking ball, there could be a chance now. And the goal won't stand. Offside the decision.
Well, that was always going to be brought back. It was a decent effort though.
Coman. Alphonso Davies. Now with Süle. Thomas Müller. Lewandowski. Promising move this from Bayern. Can he play it in? Poor pass. And an astute piece of defending. Lewandowski. Given away by Bayern Munich. Nice ball to switch the point of attack. Good work to regain possession. Sloppy from Sané. Well, clattered away. Casemiro. And they have possession again. Well, can they exploit the space out wide? Müller. Can they forge ahead? Off the post and back in play.
Well, they so nearly took the lead there. They just have to keep creating these opportunities, and I'm sure the goal will come.
And Real's creative tendencies coming to the fore. Can he give them the lead? A goal here! Giving his team precisely what they were looking for. Now he deserves to celebrate it. And that is the ball moving again. Real have the lead, but they won't be taking anything for granted. Mendy. This is Alaba. Now Eder Militao. That's how to dispossess your opponent. Difficult to stop him. Able to clear the danger. Corner kick though here. Well cleared away. Given away by Bayern Munich. Well, usually a standout, and was in the first half, Luka Modric.
Well, Derek, after a slow start when he was tightly marked, he got better and better as the first half went on, and he got his reward with that goal. I'm looking forward to his second half display.
And that'll be the goalkeeper's ball. Toni Kroos. Well, the keeper doesn't have to worry too much about that one. Leroy Sané. Nicely timed tackle. Making excellent progress with the ball at his feet. Just cutting off the supply. That's what you call defending from the front. Possibilities here. Careless in possession. The high press was on, and that's a fantastic tackle. Mendy. Here's Kroos. The end product just wasn't there. Pressing high, and they have the ball again. Bayern throw-in coming up. Coman. He's taken on his opponent here. But a good piece of tidying up. Can he take advantage? He had to react, and did. Benzema. Well, the defending not the best here. Not to be this time. Bodies forward, and the break looks on. Well, they seem to be onto something positive, but it faded away. Mendy. This is Kroos. Precise ball movement. What can Real do from this position? Vinicius. Mendy. Teammate available. No hiding from the fact that they really should have extended their lead.
Well, that was a poor miss. Could they come to regret that?
How can he take them on and beat them? A really committed challenge, and it's gone out for a throw-in. Well, that shouldn't really happen from a throw-in.
Kroos. Entrará en la cancha con el 15, Valverde.
"15 minutes left for play. Vinicius Junior. Well, the perfect tackle, really. And now a throw-in. Vinicius Junior. Options in the middle. Regain possession. Well, getting it forward, but they need an equaliser. Can he finish here? Nicely blocked. A corner kick, and who knows, this might represent the last chance to grab an equaliser. It comes to absolutely nothing. Joshua Kimmich. Bayern have given us away. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Excellent ball over the top. Well, that surely would have put this game to bed.
Well, definitely. That would have won the game for them. That's a bad miss.
Serge Gnabry. And Real come away with it. Useful looking position, you've got to say. But ultimately up a cul-de-sac. Joshua Kimmich. Down by a goal. This could be the final opportunity to snatch something. And an attempt best forgotten, I think. Mendy. If you're wondering about stoppage time, 1 minute to be added on. Could cross it in here. Federico Valverde. Excellent challenge. And that is that, the end of the game. It goes into the books as a win for Real Madrid. What did you think of their...
my deck, me not care, me not care. The dirt I've done, me not care, me not care. If I me not care, me not care. You know, must walk anywhere, anyhow. How many missions wanna cheat, don't care. The rise of a shooting star. Living la vida a loca, so I must feed them the loca. Because you school-faced, don't mean you're bad. Because you talk, don't mean you shoot. High energies, body head top loose. I guide me, I don't follow no rules. I that, hold that gun to the death for me. Snakes in the grass scheming. I'm trying to take off heads, you're weak, that's why you pre them things. Self-conscious, brother, you need to love yourself for something. Gliding, you know, gliding, 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 gliding. Any kind of sport man gliding, any kind of war man gliding. For the money I'm gliding. Hey girl, move your back, stay grinding. Any kind of war man gliding, any kind of war man gliding. For the money I'm gliding, gliding, gliding.
Can't be, don't get stressed, just look to the sky and say, no, I'm blessed. It's an eye for an eye and I ain't blind yet. And I'm coming from a place where they don't give up. I stay raggo, give gal, glide how I glide when I'm missing ammo. She want no, cause the rape run out. And I come 8 times, she is wine when I done side. In a while, crocodile, see her later. Born in the war, got for a hater. Get one day nurture, not in my nature. Always been a walker with a liquor flavor. You're from where I'm from, then you're on what I'm on. Waiting is long, so we get it and it's gone. Frustrated I was, always in a rush. Cause I'm on it calling and I can't get enough.
Gliding, 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 gliding. Any kind of sport man gliding, any kind of war man gliding. For the money I'm gliding. Hey girl, move your back, stay grinding. Any kind of sport man gliding, any kind of war man gliding. For the money I'm gliding, gliding, gliding. See this cup here? This yeah. They want the death of me. They want the what? I give them the best of me. They are my category. Say something, yeah. Show some hip hop. Understand the clips. Stop lying, you ain't seen things. You ain't living. You ain't even violent. You don't wanna die for that. You should feed your mother and that. Stop, go get a day job and that. Easy like spending. You can't move on. No, start spending your puff, boy. Start spending your puff, boy. Invest in some land. Any kind of smoke man gliding, any kind of war man gliding. For the money I'm gliding. Hey girl, move your back, stay grinding. Any kind of smoke man gliding, any kind of war man gliding. For the money I'm gliding, gliding, gliding.
An intimate Venue, always a fine place to take in a match, Vicarage Road. I'm Derek Ray, and delighted to have Stuart Robson sharing commentary duties with me. And a very important occasion stands before us. We're at the quarter-final stage in the Cup. It's Watford up against Aston Villa.
Well, a semi-final place is up for grabs, so we should be in for a classic encounter here today, with both teams desperate for silk.
Will he find the net? Oh, that is a majestic goal! Volleyed home with precision and style. Superbly done. Back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Lucadinha. Ezri Konsa. Ramsey. An alert intervention. Sissoko. Kiko Femenia with it. Well, that pass easy on the eye. Must be terrific piece of anticipation. Already closing him down here. Really good high press. Nicola Nkulu. Sarr in possession. Ramsey. Douglas Luiz. Not to be in terms of the finish. Kiko Femenia. Could be dangerous. Cuts it back. And how about that for a save? Well, this could pose problems for the defenders. The defender put in the challenge, and it might be a red card. And it is an early shower for him. Red card.
Well, the outcome was never in doubt. That was always going to be a sending off.
Coutinho. Options in the middle. A deft clearance. Excellent use of the ball as they make their way forward. Well, they get themselves level here. And there it is! The equaliser! Down to 10 men, but showing guts and determination. So underway again here on the back of that leveller. An important interception. Ramsey. And that puts them in position. Missing the... the target by a tiny margin.
Well, it's a difficult skill to get right, but he almost pulled it off there. He made such good contact with the ball.
Ken Sema. Hassan Kamara. Opportunity to deliver the cross. A lack of guile with regard to that cross. Goalkeeper's ball. John McGinn. It's with Douglas Luiz. Ezri Konsa. John McGinn. Ramsey. Lucadinha. Coutinho. And it might be. Wonderful challenge, but the chance is still on. He might be able to carve something out. And a goal! Just like that, they're back in front.
Number 7.
So on with the match. 2-1 is the scoreline. What's going to happen next? Coutinho. It might be. Could be. It has to be, surely. And in at the second time of asking, but the goalkeeper badly at fault. So they get the ball moving again. 3-1 the scoreline here. What's going to happen next? Coutinho. The inside route looks promising. A wonderful intervention. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. But it looked highly promising, but it came to nothing in the end. Far from a good pass. Can he play it in? Cutting the ball back and lining it up and blocked for now. Couldn't grab hold of it. On a time for composure on the ball. The teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences. Hassan Kamara. King. Well, the threat was very real. Marvellous defending. And there the attack ends for now. An unforced error, you've got to say. I think you've got to conclude that was good refereeing. A free kick in the end after initially playing advantage, but it just wasn't there. Well, some referees might have reached for the yellow card, but not this one.
Yeah, another foul, and he will get a yellow card, that's for sure.
Emmanuel Dennis. Sissoko. Not to be, and still chasing this game.
Well, that was the chance to get back into this. As it is, they're going to struggle now.
Keeper's ball every day of the week. Hassan Kamara. Now with King. It did look on for them, but not to be.
Well, as the stats show us, Aston Villa have had most of the play and have used it really well today, particularly in the midfield areas. And I expect more of the same as the game goes on.
And intercepting it. Etebo. Chance to do damage. That's an effective cross aimed at the back post. He's gone and found the net! Brilliant piece of finishing! Magnificent goal! Underway again, and we're being treated to plenty of goals. 3-2 at the moment. Ezri Konsa. John McGinn. Excellent passing. Delivered into the area here. And no-nonsense defensive clearance. Oh, big opportunity. And a goal! They've increased their lead, and they don't want to be throwing it away from here. So the current scoreline, 4-2. And the advantage accrues to the attacking side. He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. Not to be advised giving the ball away there. Oh, lovely weighted ball. They might be in. And he's only gone and made it a hat-trick. Absolutely unplayable today. What a performance. Well, we're underway again, and this game was finished as a contest a long time ago. And taking it away. Watkins. Getting in there to take it away. Well, they couldn't keep possession.
Hello to Mike Stewart and wife Eileen, who are celebrating the wedding anniversary. Congratulations, Mike.
And he's through here. And he finds the net. He could hardly miss.
Goal for Aston Villa.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. This attack looks highly promising. But they dealt with the threat posed. 15 minutes left for play. Coutinho. Man's unable to keep the ball. And with that, they've thwarted the opportunity. Having won the ball back, they might be able to profit. Oh, a moment of pure class! Had to catch it perfectly, and didn't he just? Well, a clear foul, but the referee letting the play flow. And he was very keen to give them the advantage, but instead it will be a free kick now. King. Might really be able to trouble them here, but nothing comes of it. And the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. Watkins. Etebo. Sissoko. Possession one. And the referee has added on 2 minutes of stoppage time. Coutinho. Well, that pass easy on the eye. And how well the keeper did.
Well, that's just exceptional. He reacted so quickly there.
And there's the delivery. Well, it wasn't a great header, in all fairness. And a goal kick it is. There's the final whistle.
Don't see, told me keep shining in the streets and we're still wildin'. Only peace, only violence, no violence. In the sun where I'm highest, melanin biased. Dumb iron made, darkest shade while she cleans my braids. Skin don't fade and I'm still not fazed by your magazine praise. We just wanna be great in these African jeans. All I want's my kids to have some nepotism. All I want's my wealth to have some repetition. Call my humble son and tell him that's the mission. Tell him that's the vision. Yeah. Tell him that's the mission. Yeah. Tell him that's the vision. Yeah. Tell him that's the mission. Yeah. Tell him that's the vision. Yeah. Tell him that's the mission. Yeah. 9 AM, choice of fan playing. Just a little man in your Mercedes Benz. So amazing how you raised this bad kid to a man. man in a whole different land. Girl, you made it. I don't wanna keep you waiting, no. I just thank you for your patience. So I'm looking we can make this go again, again, and again. We can make this go again, again, and again. We can make this go. All I want's my kids to have some nepotism. All I want's my wealth to have some repetition. Call my humble son and tell him that's the mission. Tell him that's the vision. Yeah. Tell him that's the mission. Yeah. Tell him that's the vision. Yeah. Tell him that's the mission. Son of an immigrant, tell my unborn son, tell my unborn daughter, tell her that's the mission, yeah. Are you crazy? All I ever hear is people talking about how bad nepotism, you know how badly I want some nepotism in my life?
Lord, I need some condoms, make it got dollars, yeah, big amount. All these bags and by going up, they don't even need a nose wrap to be blowing up. Guess I should be dropping lines like condoms, make it got dollars, yeah, big amount. All these bags and by going up, they don't even need a nose wrap to be blowing up. Guess I should be dropping lines like condoms, make it got dollars, yeah, big amount. All these bags and by going up, they don't even need a nose wrap to be blowing up. Guess I should be dropping lines like condoms, make it got dollars, yeah, big amount. Booty pants and by going up. They don't even need a nose wrap to be blowing up. Guess I should be dropping lines like.
Well, this is the kind of match every football fan looks forward to. A lot on the line and the likelihood of a tension-packed occasion. Stay tuned, we'll have all the action for you live on EA TV. Hello, and this is the scene here in Yorkshire. We find ourselves at Elland Road for this one. I'm Derek Ray, and my commentary... Partner here on the gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham player Stuart Robson. And only 8 teams left in this cup competition. We're at the quarter-final stage. It's Leeds United versus Norwich City.
Well, a semi-final place is up for grabs, so we should be in for a classic encounter here today. With both teams desperate for silverware, I'm expecting a fiercely competitive contest, Derek.
Les Milou. Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. Poor pass under no real pressure. Well, you can probably see why we're focusing on this fellow as one to watch. Stuart, in particular, what do you expect to see from him?
Well, Derek, we know his movement is very clever, but it's the speed of that movement that causes defenders so many problems. He's got great pace, he gets 1v1 against the goalkeepers, and nobody can recover.
Well, he's given us away. This looks threatening. Oh, just wide of the mark. Goal kick.
Well, that never looked like troubling the keeper, did it? But it was worth an effort, a good strike from him.
Norman. Aarons. Dangerous looking attack. Losing possession. Poor pass. Well, attacking possibilities. They could nudge in front. Well, we really have to call that a squandered opportunity, Stuart.
Well, what a waste that is. It's far too easy for the keeper. He should have made him work harder there. Well, you sense it's just a matter of time before they do score, Derek. They've been piling on the pressure now and really should be ahead in this one.
Space and time for the cross. Oh, good use of the ball. Opportunity! Well, flinging himself up the ball. Trying to deliver it accurately. Still not clear. Oh, he saved it well. Well, they'll try to keep the pressure on in the form of another corner. And the problem not completely solved. Well, they can bring it out now. Couldn't keep it. Well, not the pass he had in mind. Excellent use of the ball as they make their way forward. Rodrigo. Perfect tackle. Couldn't find a teammate. Throw in here. Rodrigo. And now it's Phillips. Not a great pass. Rashica. And the upshot of that is offside.
Well, he needed to look elsewhere because the flag was always going to go up.
Lost possession.
Well, as you can see from the possession, there's been little between these two teams. It's been a really tight and cagey affair. You just hope it opens up a little and that one of these teams is willing to take a few risks.
Matthias Norman. It's with Kabak. Definitely look as though they want to make this move count. Well, they're keeping their opponents moving and guessing. Textbook defending inside the box. Dallas. He's going forward well here. Cleared away. Will it happen for them? Read it magnificently and intercepted. Shot attempted and throwing himself at the ball.
Well, they haven't created too much lately, but the fans know this is a chance to take the lead here.
Wonderful chance. Oh my goodness, he's caught that so well. A goal of the highest class. Fantastic technique.
Well, here it is again. And if you are going to clear the ball, you have to get height and distance on it to give your defence time to readjust, and they don't do that.
As anticipated, plenty of talking points so far, and now the second half is underway.
Number 9, Patrick Bamford. Coming onto the pitch, number 43, Matthias Kabak.
Excellent challenge. Well, nicely cut out. Rodrigo might be able to set up the chance. Well, it comes to nothing in the end. Offside.
Well, he doesn't need to make his movement quite so quickly there. Just let the ball be played into the space.
Matthias Norman. He's in behind. It's still alive. Well, couldn't really direct it where he wanted. And that was a very fine read. They couldn't maintain possession. I must say, this looks promising. Offside, close one. He's found a pocket of space. And dribbling with it, but out of play.
Well, Leeds aren't controlling the possession here, but what they've done with it has been really good, and they'll be happy with the way the game is being played at the moment. They love to play on the counter-attack.
Not a good pass. Having won the ball back, they might be able to profit. Using his physical strength to make sure he doesn't lose the ball. 30 minutes to go then. On the offensive. Rashica. Well, still searching for the equaliser, but not passing it anxiously. And he could be in proper trouble here. Well, he's lost the ball. And the attack fades out. Showing a real desire to win it back. And he takes it on. And that's sound goalkeeping. And a substitution in the offing. Playing it in. On the corner, too close to the goalkeeper that time. Lesmelu. Pukki. And a fine tackle. "20 minutes to go in this one." Well, he missed the target and then some. Wide it went. And good pressure high up the pitch. Ayling. Top-class defending. James. Well, they'll be happy to have regained possession. McLean. Down by a goal. This could be their final opportunity to snatch something. Rafinha. Well, they've lost the ball. McLean. Oh, good vision. And he might be in here. Oh, a goal! That levels it in the closing phase of this game. So underway again here on the back of that leveller.
Substitution for Leeds United.
A good and fair challenge.
Rafinha to be replaced by number 22, Jack Harrison.
McLean still pushing for what could be a winner. Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Phillips. Ayling. Forshaw. Possession changing hands.
Well, what a final few minutes we have here. And the fans are certainly playing their part. But can they take one of these chances that come their way and win this game?
And he was in the right place to intercept. And that is how to beat your opponent. The referee has decided that 2 additional minutes are in order. Foul there, free kick awarded. Well, he failed to get it away properly. Threat over for now, it seems. Oh, a nice looking pass. Can he put them in front? He does! And with so little time left, that might be the winner. Wonderful drama.
Well, let's look at this again, Derek, because the transition when the ball changes hands is so quick. And then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
Goal from Norwich City.
And that's it, the final whistle, and the hosts will go through.
Me escucho con Dion Piccolo, loco mira no fui a la escuela, les estoy dando para el pelo, aunque a tu soldado ya le duela. Noche con maleta, poco fuga en la ventana del Manolo. Al tiempo más voy queriéndolo. El dinero también voy amándolo. Cuando ya te coja vaya tela. Parecía como de novela. Ay, loco, no fui a la escuela, pero sí que aprendí. Colega quiere comprar una casa, mamá. Lo soñaba cuando trepaba ventana. Fiesta a punto pase de la... Él lo guarda porque es el que lo gana. Y no pienses ni siquiera en mañana, a no ser que tú te vayas a caer en cana. Y si piensas en mañana, vive rodeado de paredes y una ventana. Agradecido porque tengo una cena y calentito cuando quiero una cama. Y no envidio pa' que otro tenga fama. Hablan de lejos y de frente. Y tu padre facha me llamaría Mena. Y yo pago los impuestos por lo menos. Un racista que critica todos mis temas es porque su hija se enamoró de un nene, de una sociedad donde lo repelen y no quieren que tengamos el sonido. El miedo que abrirle a todos los ojos, palabras que se quedaron en el olvido. Y seguimos progresando. Con fallo vamos aprendiendo. El dinero manejando. En lo malo estoy viviendo. No apoyo a partidos ni tampoco políticos. No apoyo tampoco a lo que tan es típico. Apoyo a mi colega que sí ha sido mágico, que quiere comprarle a la mamá un ático. Soy de la clase obrera. Los que odian porque suben por más que no quieran. Los que no quieren que se queden con todo lo nuevo. Los que no dependemos del dinero de la cartera. Una jueza que ha sido más corrupta. Un abogado que te sale caro. Eso no puede hablar, porque mañana puedes acabar en el paro. Es con dinero, te lo juro que si es poco, rápido de la...
Well, if you like an old-time football... Feel this is the place for you. We're in South London at Selhurst Park. I'm your match commentator Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfield player Stuart Robson. And only 8 teams left in this cup competition. We're at the quarter-final stage. It's Crystal Palace, and they take on Southampton.
Well, Derek, these two teams will be fully aware of what's at stake. A place in the semi-final of this great competition. It should be feisty, it should be entertaining, and it should be full of quality.
And here's how it looks for Southampton. Alex McCarthy is the goalkeeper. James Ward-Prowse starts with Oriol Romeo in the centre of midfield. And the story must be... but can't avail himself of the chance.
Well, he'd be disappointed with that. Maybe it's just come a bit too early for him.
And there to intervene. Wilfried Zaha. Giving the ball away. Wilfried Zaha. Nicely timed tackle. Pressing high to win the ball. And a poor ball and easy for the keeper. Good visualisation and execution. This looks promising. Nice and easy for the keeper. Well, he could really get at the opposition. But they took care of the situation defensively. And he's in. And the ball is loose. And I think the threat has been averted. Promising attack, this. Real chance. Well, the keeper has outdone himself. Wonderful save. Really a very poor ball. And tidily played. Redmond. Dangerous ball. Well, he failed to get it away properly. Well, he didn't miss by all that much.
Well, he struck it quite nicely, but the keeper was always in control of the situation. He knew that was going wide. Good was that? It's such a difficult piece of skill, which he made look so easy. That deserved a goal. Well, Southampton have had a lot of the ball during the last 15 minutes, as you can see, and have looked great going forward. They just need to take one of the chances they've created to get themselves ahead today.
He could pick out a teammate. And there it is! The opening goal! 1-0, and they'll feel they deserve it. So underway again here. 1-0 the score. Oh, great vision. In with a chance. He had to react, and did. Odsonne Edouard. It's a good Palace move in the making. Well, the keeper reacted magnificently.
Well, just listen to the crowd. They know this is a big chance to equalise.
Could face difficulties here. And an astute piece of defending. Well, real difficulty keeping the ball. Really bright looking attack. Can he do it? Pivotal moment defensively. Well, you've got to savour such moments. Ward-Prowse. Plenty of options. Well, play stopped. It is a free kick. Can he finish this? And a goalkeeper in great form.
And he's just pulled off an absolutely stunning save there. That is brilliant.
Well, the danger is still there. Thwarting him. Can they put it away? Well, they survived the attack.
Well, I don't think they've been at it today, but maybe, just maybe, that great save will inspire them now.
A good and fair challenge. Stuart Armstrong. And showing fine vision. Well, nothing comes of the attack when all is said and done. And just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages. Well, couldn't quite find his teammate. And with that, the first half draw. The teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences. Kouyaté. Schlupp. Mitchell. Jeffrey Schlupp. Moving the ball forward with purpose. But quick thinking defensively. Nice and easy for the keeper. Romain Perrault. An effective challenge. Crossing possibilities. Well, the defending needed to be a bit more switched on than that. Oh, my goodness! He's caught that so well! A goal of the highest class! Fantastic technique! So 2-0 now. Can't miss, surely! Just failing to hit the target. Good effort, though. Kouyaté. Well, it wasn't a great pass, was it? A chance to whip it in. Clattered away. And possibilities here. Crossing into the middle. And caught by the keeper. Hudson Edouard. A bit sloppy in possession.
This is a message from Mo Allen.
Showing excellent vision. Superb stop. And into the last 30 minutes now. Plenty of forward momentum here, but can they produce? Oh, fantastic effort. He made great contact, but the keeper more than equal to it. Wilfried Zaha. It's a neat move. Will he find the net? And there is the... Goal! Wow, that changes the equation, and they have the momentum now.
Number 23.
Well, Crystal Palace just one behind now, and you sense, don't you, that the momentum may be with them. Walker-Peters. And that's very good refereeing to let the play flow. Looking confident with the ball at his feet. And credit is due for that good piece of defending. And a useful cross. It might still be problematic. A very good tackle. "20 minutes remaining. That's not a bad ball.
Well, just listen to the atmosphere in here. The fans doing every bit to try and spur their team on for this equaliser.
Making excellent progress with the ball at his feet. Oh, there it is! Unbelievable stuff from 2 down. They're right back in this.
Crystal Palace goal.
Well, it's been such a good game so far. Chances and goals at both ends, and all played at a great tempo. It's certainly been a good watch.
There to take it away. Danger averted. Spot on with that tackle.
Well, time's running out, but these fans are driving their team on here.
And space to attack. Another perfect position to read it. Jean-Philippe Mateta. All even, but will it stay that way? He continues his run. Top-class defending.
Well, what a final few minutes we have here. And the fans are certainly playing their part. But can they take one of these chances that come their way and win this game?
Oh, a lovely ball. Well, a promising looking attack, but comes to nothing in the end. How can he take them on and beat them? Redmond. And it's gone out of play. Goal kick coming up. Gallagher. Now with Mateta. Be decisive. And just look at their supporters.
Southampton goal.
And that's it, the final whistle. And the hosts will go through.
Well, going forward, their 1- and 2-touch passing was excellent, and they created so many opportunities. But they will certainly need to improve their defensive structure going into the next round.
Skeletons. I've been going out of my mind. Cause you're giving me way too much adrenaline, hold the line. I heard a little bump in the night. Yeah. Although it's good on paper, on occasion we collide, we collide. I'm finding it hard to pass the time without you. You spell it all out in black and white. I'm down. You've got something dark that I like, but I can't quite put my pinky on it. Got a good appetite for a bad reputation, but I don't wanna be just another one of your skeletons. 6 feet deep, like could have been so sweet, bro. Fasten your seatbelts, call the police when I start to believe it. Everybody round here's got, everybody round here's got. One at a time, they all appear. Your cards close to your chest. You tell me that it's all for the best. Just rumors from losers. What I don't know can't hurt me, I guess. I feel the need to question your past, like how many exes you've had. Our future's all kombucha, but we never trust the weather forecast. I'm finding it hard to pass the time without you. You spell it all out in black and white. I'm down. You've got something dark that I like, but I can't quite put my pinky on it. Got a good appetite for a bad reputation, but I don't wanna be just another.
Hello and welcome wherever you're watching. This is Goodison Park. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, ready to provide all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And a very important occasion stands before us. We're at the quarter. The final stage in the Cup. It's Everton facing Burnley.
Well, Derek, these two teams will be fully aware what's at stake. A place in the semi-final of this great competition. It should be feisty, it should be entertaining, and it should be full of quality.
McNeil. Good-looking cross. That goalkeeper's ball, disappointingly for them. And this the initial 11 for Burnley. Nick Pope gets the nod between the posts. Ben Mee plays alongside James Tarkowski in central defence. And the story in attack is one of a strike partnership. Delhi. On the ball, Coleman. And he read it superbly. The clearance wasn't decisive. And a time for cool heads. Townsend. On the ball, Coleman. A really committed challenge, and it's gone out for a throw-in. Goodmanson. Westwood. Cornet has it. Tremendous ball played through. Clean challenge. Good thing from his point of view. McNeil. Intercepting it intelligently. Oh, great attacking play. Really good diving save. Who can they pick out? Pretty comfortable piece of defending. Nicely timed tackle. Making excellent progress with the ball at his feet. Very alert defending to cut off the supply. Josh Brownhill. McNeil. Taylor. And the shot just over the top. Alan. Keane. Godfrey. On the ball, Coleman. Johan Berg Goodmanson. Roberts. How about the cross? He cuts it back. Happy to take on the shot. And the flag is up. Offside.
Well, that's just a lack of awareness. He was clearly in an offside position.
Godfrey. Townsend. Now with Delhi. Now can they make something happen? Useful ball to the near post. Well, I suspected that might be difficult for the keeper, but I was wrong. Well, couldn't quite find his teammate. Vitaly Mykolenko. And here's Alan. Richarlison. Well, no mistake from the keeper, acting decisively. And the advantage accrues to the attacking side. You can't really tackle like that and expect to get away with it. Booking to come, you would think. Well, deemed to have been a cautionable offence.
Well, no question.
Can they take the lead? Pivotal moment defensively.
Well, as you can see from the possession, there's been little between these two teams. It's been a really tight and cagey affair. You just hope it opens up a little and that one of these teams is willing to take a few risks.
They've regained possession. Moving it forward. Safe pair of hands, did his job. Dele Alli. And now Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Weghorst. And he takes it on. And the keeper diving to thwart him. Trying to deliver it accurately. Magnificent defending. It is to be a throw-in. Goal! Taking aim from the spot and finding the target.
Well, here's the penalty again, and the keeper's pretty unfortunate, really. He's able to read the intentions of the taker, he's gone the right way, and he gets a touch. Just not quite enough to keep it out, though. Unlucky.
And so it is, the first half story has been... And back underway, with Everton looking to find a route back into this game. Tarkowski. Roberts. Westwood. Well, couldn't find a teammate, unfortunately, and a throw-in to come. Short with the clearance. Well, they can bring it out now. Richarlison. Well, he's given it away. Well, now he's let that run out of play, and it will be a throw-in here. And the ball's gone. Getting forward. I think the referee was spot on there. A free kick in the end after he had attempted to play advantage. And deep into the penalty area. Well, a struggle to get it away properly. An effective challenge. Goalkeeper's ball every day of the week. Well, there to intercept. Roberts. And he read it well, intercepting it. Moving into the advanced position. Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. And into the last 30 minutes now. Dele Alli. Gray, not a great pass. Careless in possession. Oh, in with a chance! Teammates in the middle. Well, in fact, a good but straightforward claim by the keeper. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. And slipped through beautifully. Really vital interception here. Westwood. Poor pass under no real pressure. Promising looking ball. Well, the keeper performing brilliantly.
Well, that's just incredible. He reacted so quickly there.
Who can they pick out? And there it is, the goal they wanted for security. They lead by 2 now. They can breathe that bit more easily.
Well, here's another look at it. Certainly delivery into the box couldn't have been any better, and he makes no mistake with the finish. He showed a lot of composure there.
Well, a second goal for them here. And collected tidily. He had plenty to think about. Westwood. On to Weghorst. Couldn't keep the ball. Going about his defensive business with a minimum of fuss. Well, he's gone back to give the free kick, the referee here. He tried to play advantage, but it didn't accrue. Giving it a try. And there it is! Still life left in this game, and they have the momentum now.
Well, as you can see, he doesn't mess about here, does he? He's strong, well-balanced and skillful. That's a top-class finish.
So moving once more, and Everton right back in this contest now. Splendid tackle, and a throw-in coming up. Wout Weghorst. And an astute piece of defending.
Well, just listen to these Everton fans. They're driving their team forward here.
Ball's gone. And space for them here on the flank. And whipped into the box. And fired against the crossbar. In it goes! But it will not stand. Offside, Stuart.
Well, it looked close, didn't it? He certainly thought so. He's making that clear to the linesman now.
Vitaly Mykolenko. Well, still time for them to level it. Oh, he's given us away inexplicably. Well, denied by the keeper, but really he only has himself to blame. Possession lost. Alan. 5 minutes to go. Oh, a nice looking pass. Well, the attack fizzled out. Well, not long to go now, and Everton have a lot to do, trailing in this one.
Well, it's been a tight match, but they haven't done quite enough going.
Still a chance! But no, it's not going to be an opportunity because the flag is up. Goodmanson. Well, he went strongly into the challenge, and the result is a throw-in. Showing a real will to win the ball. So 3 minutes of stoppage time coming up. Clattered away. Gray. Trailing as they are, they're not likely to get too many opportunities late in this game. There's the final whistle. The home fans are jubilant. They are going through.
Well, in a very tight match, they just about...
talk until the sun comes up, but still can't relate. Be mad, you could be going insane. I think you live in a dream. You say I'm empty and vain. And when the sun comes up, I know what you're gonna say. That after all this time, I'm not yours, you're not mine. I'm still sitting here, and I don't wanna leave. Tell me why does it hurt me so much? Oh, tell me why does it hurt me so much?
The man of the moment. After 4 goals. In his last match, what next? This is EA TV. Hello everyone and welcome. Our footballing travels have taken us to the Midlands. We're at Villa Park. I'm Derek Ray, and sharing commentary with me as usual is Stuart Robson. And we're at a very important stage of this cup competition, the semi-final stage. It's Aston Villa and they take on Norwich City.
Well, Derek, semi-finals are usually tense affairs. The winners can look forward to a great occasion in the final. The losers are completely forgotten. The contrast in emotions is immense. Let's hope it's a semi-final that everybody remembers.
Did look as though they might be onto something for a second or so. Oh, is he going to be punished here? Such an important goalkeeping intervention under pressure. The cross is on. McGinn. That is a very fine challenge in difficult circumstances. Well, you never quite know who's going to emerge from the shadows and become a match winner, but this man might be a decent shout. What are you expecting to see from him, Stuart?
Well, Derek, last time out he scored 4 goals, and what a brilliant performance it was from him. His movement was good, he was clinical in front of goal, and he was a constant threat. He's in tremendous form.
Aarons. Now what can they do from here? Douglas Luiz. Ollie Watkins. And now Coutinho. And players waiting in the centre. A meaty but fair challenge, and it will be a throw-in. McGinn. Must take the lead here. Oh, but he's missed it. How on earth is this still level?
Well, I just don't know, Derek. Just a real lack of composure in the end. They should be ahead now.
Rashica. And a poor ball. Decent progress with the ball at his feet. The high press was on, and that's a fantastic tackle. Element of risk there, but he's won the ball. Might go ahead. And collected tidily. He had plenty to think about.
Please can you go to reception if you've lost your keys?
Cash. And Bailey. In a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage here. John McGinn. Rashica. Well, he has the measure of his man. The end product just wasn't there. Douglas Luiz. Committed challenge. Cash. Oh, that's an interesting pass. This looks promising. And not quite accurate enough. Off the post. And it's going to be a goal kick here. Aarons. Sargent. Promising attack, this. Superb block. Regained possession. Well, it's a poor tackle. Real chance. And there it is! The first goal in the semi-final. A huge moment. Extraordinary scene.
Norwich City goal, number 22.
Well, as you can see, Aston Villa have really dictated the play, but without really creating enough chances. They've almost passed the ball for the sake of it. They need to start getting it into their front players much quicker to get back into this.
An important interception. And attempting the through ball, but ably intercepted when it looked as though they might be in. Tyrone Mings. Bailey. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. I must say, this looks promising. Well, they haven't overcome all the difficulties. Now, can they create something? Well, fantastic reflex action. Matthias Norman. Aarons. Norman. Pukki. So the whistle then. We're up. As anticipated, plenty of talking points so far, and now the second half is underway. Luca Digne. And now Coutinho. Coutinho. They've won back possession. Emiliano Buendia. It's with Douglas Luiz. Buendia. The clearance wasn't decisive. Well, threat over for now. McGinn. Still behind, but the pressure mounting. Oh, great defending.
Well, the fans are going mad here. They think that was a penalty.
Aarons. He's going forward well here. Element of risk there, but he's won the ball. Well read to win possession back. To do with the pass. Buendia. And continues his run. Coutinho. It's with Douglas Luiz. Can he finish? Well, the goal was at his mercy.
Well, it certainly was. He has to score there.
And time for the change now. Rashica. And a fine tackle. Can they trouble the opposition this time? But really sticking to their task defensively. Can they take advantage? Into the final 20 minutes. Well, they've lost the ball. What a shame, really, because the move was promising, but no end product from them.
Well, can Villa force the equaliser here? Their fans certainly think so. They're playing much better now.
Difficult to stop him. Buendia. Well, can they open up the defence here? And dispossessed. And deliver towards the back post. But keeper's ball. They'll be disappointed with that delivery. Douglas Luiz. Well, time is against them. They have work to do. And that puts them in position. Oh, right in the nick of time. Lesmelu. Giannoulis. It's Rashica on the ball. Can he play it in? Tremendous ball played through. Not all that convincing defensively. Well, nothing comes of it.
Well, I'm not sure they deserve anything from this game, but there's still time to find that equaliser. And you have to say the crowd have been brilliant. They're still driving the team on.
Douglas Luiz. I must say this looks promising. This could be the equaliser. Real defensive resilience. And under pressure, that was a fine claim. Down by a goal. This could be their final opportunity to snatch something. Coutinho. Bailey. Putting his body on the line. A corner kick, and who knows, this might represent their last chance to grab an equaliser. Elects to go short. Buendia. Coutinho. Committed challenge. There's the referee's whistle, and it is official now. The visitors are on their way to the final.
Well, it was far.
Can he...
heart break down. I bet she's saying oh she's good now. Tell me why I feel like this. Tell me why I feel like this. And tell me why I feel like this. Tell me why I feel like this. You said it won't get better. Now you like things so it won't get better. Oh whatever. Radio up, brown chips, hot weather. Tell me why I feel like this. Tell me why I feel like this. And tell me why I feel like this. I said it feels like summer. 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 And it's all for pleasure. All the good things still I don't feel better.
Hello, a warm welcome. We've dropped anchor here on the south coast of England at St Mary's Stadium. I'm Derek Ray, ready to bring you match commentary, and alongside me is Stuart Robson. And only 4 teams are left in this cup competition. We're at the semi-final stage. It's Southampton facing Burnley.
Well, what an occasion this should be, Derek. 2 excellent teams, 2 top coaches, a great atmosphere, and 90 minutes away from a place in the cup final. It should be a classic.
And this the initial... ...11 for Burnley. Nick Pope gets the nod between the posts. Ben Mee plays alongside James Tarkowski in central defence. And so many different ways to configure an attack. In this case, it'll be 2 men up front. Will he find the net? Well, a poor effort when all was said and done, and simple for the keeper.
Well, he's made a real mess of that, hasn't he? What a chance that was.
McNeil. An alert intervention. Well, who will be the player to decide the outcome, to determine the course of events? No reason at all why it won't be this man, Stuart. What do you anticipate seeing from him?
Well, Derek, in the last game, he was absolutely outstanding. It wasn't just the 2 goals that he scored, but it was his general play, his link-up play, his ability to run beyond defenders, his ability on the ball to create. I think we're going to see more of the same today.
Wout Weghorst. It should be! The save was a good one. Genepo. Takes some progress with the ball at his feet. Crossed into the penalty area. Oh, good save. Excellent header.
Well, you have to think they're going to take the lead at some point, because they're really looking dangerous at the moment.
Brownhill. Extremely sloppy in possession. Can they trouble the opposition this time? And a goal! The opening statement in this semi-final. How important could that prove to be?
Well, let's see this again. This is counter-attacking football at its very best. And the finish is just as good. That's an excellent goal.
Underway again, and Southampton with the advantage here. How can he take them on and beat them? Pulls it back. Well, he knew he had to get to the ball, and he did. This could level it. And it is the equaliser. Parity now. And who's to say what's going to happen next?
Burnley goal.
So a level contest, 1-1. Mohamed Salisu. Walker-Peters. Bednarek. And he saw the situation developing. Redmond cuts it back. And thwarting his opponent in the nick of time. And he's through here. Redmond. In the right place to cut out the pass. Oh, and a perfect ball now. How about this? Well, not quite what he wanted to do with the pass. Wout Weghorst. And he takes it away. Wout Weghorst. Good pressure to win the ball back. And he read it well, intercepting it. Good movement. Can he put them in front? Well, the threat was very real. Marvellous defending. Intercepting it intelligently. Redmond. He has time to play it over. And how well the keeper did.
Well, that's just exceptional. He reacted so quickly there. Well, they haven't created too much lately, but the fans know this is a chance to take the lead here.
Ward-Prowse. And there it is, the half-time whistle. Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins. Johan Berg Gudmundsson. And dispossessed. Ward-Prowse. Redmond. And a decent delivery. Couldn't put it away. Offside, however.
Well, he'll certainly be pleased to see the flag go up there, because that was a poor miss.
Roberts. Now, potential danger, but ably intercepted when it looked as though they might be in. Walker-Peters. Overcooked that one. Well, not the greatest pass, easily intercepted. Johan Berg Gudmundsson. And giving the ball away. He's in here. And a goal! How important could that be in the story of this semi-final? Wild celebrations!
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder. And when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
Underway again, and Southampton with the advantage here. Ward-Prowse. Another successful intervention, winning the ball back. Gudmundsson. Well, he failed to get it away properly. Well, a decent idea, but just slightly overcooked. Well, we have 30 minutes to go. Westwood. Well, high quality defending. Really nice ball. He's got to score! And they've done it to square the game once again. Exhilarating.
Well, here it is again. The ball over the top is an absolute beauty, but the keeper should do better at his near post. That's gone in far too easily. That's not good goalkeeping.
Well, another equaliser. What a topsy-turvy game this has been. Oriol Romeu. Walker-Peters. Beautifully weighted ball. Not a good pass. McNeil. Now, do they mean business on this occasion? Good tackle. It'll be a throw. Well, that is annoying for any manager to see your own player giving the ball away from a throw-in. Genepo. Well, far from the ideal pass. Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game. Weghorst. Goalkeeper should take charge.
Well, these fans are pushing their team on here. They sense a winner's coming.
Making progress. And let's give credit to the defending. McNeil. Cornet has it. Promising attack, this. Gudmundsson. Weghorst. To jump in front. Really vital interception here. An effective challenge. A really committed challenge, and it's gone out for a throw-in. And given the situation, a goal at this stage might well turn out to be a winner. And the referee takes exception to the challenge. Free kick. Just can't get it past the wall. Walker-Peters. Now what can they do from here? Magnificent goalkeeping, and still they're level.
Well, it's a top save, and it's an important one as well, Derek. That would have been it had that gone in.
Maxwell Cornet. A glorious chance. Can they put it away? Well, the goalkeeper got there in the end.
Well, his recovery is brilliant here. So athletic.
Can they push ahead in the closing stages? Maxwell Cornet. On to Weghorst. Roberts. Johan Berg Gudmundsson. And offside. Well, close one. We've had the officials for 30 extra minutes. Ward-Prowse. And unable to keep possession. Plenty of options. Will he find the net? Well, that takes the wind out of their sails. Great defending.
Well, the possession tells you everything. Nothing really to split between the two sides. It's been an enthralling encounter up to now, with both teams playing some...
Oh, wonderful save!
Well, he reacts so quickly there. That's a great save.
Who can they pick out? Well, the conclusion, he's missed the opportunity. Excellent defending. Walker-Peters. It's with Moussa Djenepo. Couldn't keep the ball. And taking it away. Just failing to hit the target with his pass, and it'll be a throw-in. Josh Brownhill. McNeil. Taylor with it. And possibilities here. Possession one. Jay Adams. Gudmundsson takes the shot. Oh, a save right out of the top drawer. Super stop. And the first period of extra time comes to an end. And so 15 more minutes. We're into the second period of extra time here. Well cleared away. Useful cross towards the near post. Well, at one point on its flight, I wondered if the keeper would have difficulties, but no problems in the end. Can they create something from here? And that came off the defender, so it'll be a corner. Disappointing that it's gone out of play. Excellent vision. Well, a top-notch piece of defensive judgment. Oh, a lovely ball. Well, there is a very alert goalkeeper for you. 5 minutes left in the second period of extra time. If nothing changes, it will be decided by means of a penalty shootout. Johan Berg Gudmundsson. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Pass lacking precision, too strong. Well, not the pass he had in mind. All even, but will it stay that way? He read the situation defensively and did his job. Well, an easy one to cut out, really. And 1 minute of stoppage time has been added on. Gudmundsson. Weghorst. Can he put it away? Oh, brilliant goalkeeping. And clears the danger. It always had the potential. And this will test the mentality of any footballer. And he's beaten the keeper. Oh, he saved it! Oh, brilliant goalkeeping. His turn to try to convert from the spot. And he scores! And he finds the net. He could hardly miss. Mental preparation is such a big part of this. Well, he squandered the chance, and badly. And the penalty converted here. Such high levels of pressure. He must score to keep his side in it. Goalkeeper beaten from the spot. And now he knows what's on the line. If he scores, they win. And he finishes from the spot. What a moment to take his team through to the final.
Well, what a test of character for him, but he shows so much conviction, doesn't he? What a finish to this semi-final. Well, here we can see it again, and it's a good penalty, you have to say. Straight down the middle, keeper's committed, and all he can do is watch it sail in. Cool as you like.
My heart to the core, all of my fears combined, walking the thinnest of lines. When the sunlight hits the dust and I can't get up, when the noise is way too much, I close the void and burn it off. But there's a crack in every wall. Is there a way out after all? If I lose my grip and fall, will I? There's a place with no height, touched by grace, quiet as faith. Emptied my heart, laid down my cards, played my best part, wanting a new.
Well, no doubt. Out about it, the nerves have been jangling in the last few days, but very soon the wait will be over. I'm Derek Ray, joined by Stuart Robson in the commentary box, and we're just seconds away from kickoff in what promises to be a thrilling finale. It's Norwich City versus Southampton.
The instructions will have been clear from the managers, Derek. Stick to the game plan, don't take risks in your defending third, and embrace the occasion. Don't be frightened of it. What a game this should be.
Oh, lovely weighted ball. They might be in. Oh, he's missed the chance to open the scoring.
Well, that would have been a great start to the game, but that's a bad miss.
Really good reading of the game.